Welcome to myacats.com, where learning is understanding. In this video, we will understand the concept of compound interest. Now, what is the definition of compound interest? Compound interest is the interest calculated on the principal and the interest accumulated over the previous period. Let's understand this definition. For example, a person borrows P amount from a bank and the rate of interest is R% per annum compounded annually. And the time period for which this amount is borrowed is 2 years. So this is 0, this is 1, that is the end of first year, and this is the end of second year. Now the amount borrowed is P. So here the rate of interest will be P into R and time period is 1 upon 100. So the total amount due at end of 1 year is P plus PR into 100. This is the new amount due at the end of 1 year. Now for the second year, the interest will be charged on the principal P and any other interest that is accumulated over the previous year. So the interest will be charged on P plus PR into 100. So this is P into 1 plus R by 100. This is the new principal. So the interest will be charged on P1. So my simple interest will be P1 into R, time period is 1 upon 100. So at the end of 2 years, the total amount due will be P1 plus P1 into R by 100. Now P1 is P into 1 plus R by 100 into 1 plus R by 100. So my total amount due after 2 years is P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power 2. So we have seen that in compound interest, the interest is calculated on the principal and the interest accumulated over the previous period. Now what compounding means? Compounding means adding the interest to the principal. For example, here we have added this interest to the principal and have formed a new principal. This is known as compounding. Now period of compounding means the time after which the compounding is done. For example, here our rate of interest was R% per annum compounded annually. Means I am doing this process after every 1 year. Now if the question says that the rate of interest is R% per annum compounded half yearly, it means that the compounding is done twice a year. This is 0, start of the year. This is my first 6 months. This is my another 6 months and the end of 1 year. Then it is my next 6 months. Then it is my next 6 months. So my compounding will take place here. Then it will take place here. Then it will take place here. Then it will take place here. Now we will solve some questions to understand this concept better. Let's solve this question. My question is find the compound interest on rupees 7,500 at 4% per annum for 2 years compounded annually. So this is my 2 years. This is the 0. This is the end of 1 year and this is the end of second year. Now the amount borrowed is 7,500. The rate of interest is 4% per annum compounded annually. It means the compounding is done after every 1 year. So compounding will take place here and then it will take place here. So initially my principal is 7500. So I will charge interest on this amount. So in first year the interest will be 7500, that is the principal. The rate of interest is 4% per annum and the time period is 1 divided by 100. So this will cancel out. 75 into 4 is 300. So in the first 1 year I will get 300 rupees as the interest. And after 1 year the compounding will take place. Compounding means I will add the previous principal and I will add interest to it. So now my new principal has become 7800. Now in the second year, the interest will charge on this amount, that is the previous principal and the previous interest. So now my interest will be the principal, that is 7800, into the rate of interest, that is 4. The time period is 1 divided by 100. So 100 will cancel out. So it will become 4 8 the 32 to 3 carat 7 4 the 28 29 30 31. 312 is the new interest that I will get during the second year. So now after 2 years compounding will take place. It means I will add the previous principal, that is 7800, plus the new interest, that is 312. So the total amount will become 2 plus 1, 8 plus 3 is 11, 1 carried 8. 8112 is the amount that I will get after 2 years if the rate of interest is 4% per annum compounded annually. Now in this question I have to find the compound interest. So my compound interest is my new amount, that is 8112, minus the borrowed amount, that is 7500. So the answer is 612. So 612 is the compound interest. Now we have seen that how we can solve the compound interest questions. Now we will see how we can derive the compound interest formula. Let the amount borrowed is P and let the rate of interest is R% per annum compounded annually, and let the period for which the amount is borrowed is T. So this is my timeline. This is 0, this is 1 year, this is 2 year, this is 3 year, and so on, and finally that is my T years. Now the rate of interest is R% per annum compounded annually, means my compounding will take place here, here, here and here. After every year the compounding will take place. So my principal here is P. The interest will be the principal into rate of interest, that is R. Time period is 1, so divided by 100. Now here compounding will take place. It means my new principal P1 will become P plus PR into 100. I have added the previous principal and the interest accrued. So P1 is P into 1 plus R by 100. Now during this second period the interest will be charged on this amount, that is P1. So my interest will be P1 into rate of interest is R, time period is 1 divided by 100. So now here compounding will take place. So now my principal will become P1 plus P1 into R by 100. So this is new principal P2. So P2 is P1 into 1 plus R by 100. Now instead of P1 I can write this value. So this P2 will become P into 1 plus R by 100 square. Now during this third year my interest will be charged on this principal. So the interest will be P2 into R. The time period is 1 divided by 100. So now here compounding will take place. So I will add the principal and the rate of interest, that is P2 into R by 100. This is my new principal P3. So P3 is P2 into 1 plus R upon 100. Now instead of P2 I can write this value. So P3 will become P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power 3. So now we have seen that the end of 3 year my new principal is P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power 3. So this process of compounding will continue. So finally after T years my new principal will become P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power T. So this is my final amount after T years if the rate of interest is R% per annum compounded annually. So the amount A is P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power T. So the compound interest is the amount A, that is the final amount, minus the original amount that I have taken as loan. So compound interest is A minus P. So A is P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power T minus P. So this is the formula for compound interest. Let's solve this question. My question is, what is the compound interest on rupees 5,000 for 2 years at 10% per annum compounded annually? So the principal is 5,000. The time period is 2 years. And the rate of interest R is 10% per annum compounded annually. Now I know that in compound interest the final amount A is P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power T. Here P is 5,000, 1 rate of interest R is 10 upon 100 and time period T is 2. So this is 5,000 into 1.1 whole square. This is equals to 5,000 into 1.21. Now this is 50 into 1 to 1. So 0 here, 5 1 the 5, 5 2 ka 10, 0, 1 carried, 5 1 the 5 plus 6. So 6050 is the amount that I have to pay after 2 years. But I have to find compound interest. So compound interest is amount after 2 years minus the original amount that I have borrowed. So A minus P. A is 6050 minus P. P is 5,000. So the compound interest is 1050. This is the answer. Now let us understand the concept of compounding half yearly. For example, I have borrowed the amount P at the rate of interest R% per annum compounding half yearly, and I have borrowed this amount for 2 years. Now my time period is, this is 0, this is 1 year, this is second year. Now the rate of interest is compounded half yearly. It means the compounding will take place after 6 months here, then after 6 months here, then after 6 months here, then after 6 months here. So here my principal is P. Now the rate of interest for this first 6 months is principal into rate of interest is R and time period is 6 by 12 upon 100. So this is PR by 2 into 100. Now compounding will take place here. So my new principal will become P plus PR by 2 into 100. This is my new principal. So P I can take common. It is 1 plus R upon 2 into 100. Now during this second 6 months, the interest will be charged on P1. So here the interest will be P1 into rate of interest is R, time period is 6 by 12 upon 100. So this will cancel 2. So the new interest is P1 into R upon 2 into 100. So now compounding will take place here. I will add the previous principal and the interest. So the new principal P2 will become P1 plus P1 into R upon 2 into 100. So P1 I can take common. It is 1 plus R upon 2 into 100. Instead of P1 I can write this value of P1. So it will become P into 1 plus R upon 2 into 100 raised to the power 2. Now this process will continue. Compounding will take place here, then compounding will take place here. So finally my amount at this period will become A equals to P into 1 plus R by 2 into 100 raised to the power 4. So the general formula for compound interest, if the compounding is done during different period, is A equals to P into 1 plus R divided by N. N is the number of times the compounding is done during a year, into 100 raised to the power N into time period T. So here P is the principal that I have borrowed initially. R is the rate of interest per annum. Per annum is important. This should be per annum rate of interest. N is how many times I have compounded during 1 year, and T is the time period. For example, in this case, I was compounding half yearly basis. So it means I was compounding 2 times in a year. So instead of N, I have used 2. And the complete period was for 2 years. So here it is 4. Now, for example, if the question comes that the rate of interest is R% per annum compounded on quarter basis. So the amount after 2 years will become P into 1 plus R upon 4 into 100 raised to the power 4 into 2. So we have seen how we can use the formula for compound interest if the compounding is done during different periods. Let's solve some questions to understand this concept better. Let's solve this question. My question says, what is the compound interest to be paid on a loan of rupees 2000 for 3/2 years at 10% per annum compounded half yearly? So my principal is rupees 2000 and the time period T is 3/2 years, and the rate of interest is 10% per annum compounded on half yearly basis. Now the formula for amount is A is equals to P into 1 plus R into N by 100 into N into T. Now in this case, P is 2000 into 1 plus R. R is the rate of interest, that is 10% per annum. So that is 10. N is how many times the compounding is done during a year. So it is compounded half yearly. It means the compounding will be done 2 times a year. So 2 into 100. Now N is 2 and time period is 3/2. So 3/2. So 2 will cancel out. Here 10 will cancel out. It will become 2000 into 21/20 raised to the power cube. This will become 2000. Now 21 cube is 9261 upon 20 cube, that is 8000. Now 2000 will cancel this by 4. So 9261 by 4 is 4 2 ka 8, 1 carried, 4 3 the 12, 4 1 the 4, 21, 4 5 20.25. So 2315.25 is the amount. Now I have to find out the compound interest. So compound interest is amount minus the original principal. So 2315.25 minus 2000. So the answer is 315.25. So this is the answer to this question. Let's solve this question. My question is, find the compound interest on rupees 16,000 at 20% per annum for 9 months compounded quarterly. So the principal is 16,000. The rate of interest R is 20% per annum compounded on quarterly basis, and the time period for which the loan is taken is 9 months. Now I know that the formula for amount in case of compound interest is A equals to P into 1 plus R, where R is the rate of interest per annum, upon N, where N is how many times I am compounding in 1 year, into 100 raised to the power n into time period t. Now in our case, the principal amount is 16,000. 1 plus R is 20% per annum. Now N is 4. Since it is compounded quarterly, it means every year compounding will take place 4 times. So this is 4 into 100 raised to the power 4. Now time period is 9 months. I have to convert this into years. So 9 by 12, that is 3 by 4 years. So 3 by 4. Now 4 will cancel with this 4. This is 20 by 5 into 100. So this is 16,000 upon 1 plus 1 upon 20 raised to the power 3. So this is 16,000 into 21 raised to the power cube upon 20 cube. So this I can write as 16,000 into 21 cube divided by 20 cube, that is 8,000. Now 8,000 will go by this 2. Now 21 cube is 9261 multiplied by 2. So it is 2 1 the 2, 6 2 12, 2 1 carried, 2 2 4 plus 1 5, 9 2 18. So 18522 is the amount after 9 months. So the compound interest is 18522 minus 16,000. So 2 2 5, 18 minus 16 is 2. So the compound interest is 2522. This is the answer. Let's solve this question. My question is, find the compound interest on rupees 8,000 at 15% per annum for 2 years 4 months compounded annually. Now in this question, I have borrowed an amount of 8,000 rupees. So this is my principal. The rate of interest R is 15% per annum compounded annually, and the time period T for which this amount is borrowed is 2 years and 4 months. Now see, my timeline is, this is 0, this is 1 year, this is 2 year, and this is 4 months. Now I have borrowed amount P here, and the compounding is done every year. So after 2 years, my amount will become P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power n. So P is 8,000 into 1 plus R is 15% and n is 2. So I will get this amount after 2 years. This amount be P1. Now for this 4 months, interest will be charged on P1. So the interest charged in this 4 months will be P1 into time period is 4 months. So 4 by 12, and rate of interest is 15%. So this is the interest that I will get during this 4 months. So after 4 months, the final amount that I will get is P1 plus P1 into 4 into 15 upon 12 into 100. So this will become P1, I can take common, 1 plus 4 will go by 3. So 15 by 3 into 100. So this will go by 5 and this will go by 20. So this will become P1 into 21 by 20. Now here P1 is 8,000. This is 5, 3 the 15, 5, 20, 100. So 23 by 20 raised to the power 2. So I can use this value here. So my final amount A will be, instead of P1, I can write as 8,000 into 23 square upon 20 square into 21 by 20. So this 8,000 will cancel with this 8,000. So it is 23 square into 21. This is 529 into 21. This is equals to 11109. So I have to find out the compound interest. So compound interest is 11109 minus 8000. So it is 9, it is 0, it is 1, 11 minus 8 is 3. So 3109 is the compound interest. This is the answer. If you have understood it, then please like, share and subscribe it. Thank you.